So here comes maybe the biggest Christmas gift ever for EDH this year. So this is a big announcement from the Rules Committee of EDH, which is not the Wizard of the Coast, by the way. So this is what they write. Unstable looks like a blast. Shenanigans everywhere. If only there was a casual focused format dedicated to fun and silliness to play them in. Hey, wait, we have one of those. Until the next ban list announced, January 15, silver bordered cards are legal in Commander. Yes, you heard that right. Dust off those fruitcake elementals and unleash the insanity. It's time to celebrate the unstable. Now, the following cards are banned. They have rules that spawn multiple games, which is problematic for single multiplayer. Are variants of cards already banned or are too nightmarish for even to use contemptibly. Here are the cards. Ashnod's Coupon, Double Cross, Double Deal, Double Dip, Double Play, Double Take, Enter the Dungeon, Magical Hacker, Mox Ludus, One More with Feeling, R&D's Secret Lair, Richard Garfield, Staying Power, and Time Machine. You should be careful with the following cards. They are okay within the framework of Commander, so we aren't going to ban them, but are likely to give your playgroup a headache or lead to problematic games if you're not careful. Use them responsibly, and remember that if you're playing cards your opponents don't enjoy playing against, they won't want to play with you anymore. And here are these cards. Achan's Run, Collector Protector, Incoming! Infernal Spawn of Evil, Yonid Combo Player, Mirror Mirror, Topsy Turvy, and last one, yet another Aether Vortex. And the last thing they now write is, personally I recommend avoiding the gotcha cards, as they are a faster way to lose friends, but not terrible broken in the wild context of silvered borders, unless you use them to collude. But if you're doing that, you've missed the point entirely. Contraptions don't count against your 99. The correct thing to do is to put every one of them into your contraption deck. But that's up to you. Make sure you have at least 15. So making a short pause here. This means that you can have a secondary deck of contraptions next to your EDH 99 deck, which means that you can make a contraption deck. And yeah, so you can have a contraption deck, you can have your 99 deck, and you can have your wishboard deck. Alright, moving on. Finally, for all of you who are failing over themselves to play Spike, please remember Rule 13 exists, and she only functions under whatever rules the rest of the playgroup sets for her. We hope people will use these cards in the spirit of which they are intended. Go, have a good time, and summon lots of squirrels. The Earls demands it. Alright, so that is pretty much what they wrote. And I have 3 things that I have a huge feeling over this. And that is 1. First off, amazing. I love it. So this is going to be in more cards in the format that is available. And I think that's great. I think there's a lot of silver bordered cards that are going to be fun to play with, and a lot of silver bordered cards that are okay, that are, like they say, work within the frame, work within the commander like spirit. So I think this is a good decision. However, the second thing I'm thinking about is I think it's an unnecessary one, because I've already played against a lot of silver bordered cards in EDH. And I've also been thinking about asking people if it's okay if I add in a couple of specific silver bordered cards that I'm interested in. In other words, I think that what they want to achieve is already achieved. And the problem is that a lot of these silver bordered cards are a little bit too funky, a little bit too weird, and a little bit too crazy. And therefore, moving over to number 3, is that I think they need to do a lot of work here. I don't think they can just release everything. I think they need to ban a couple of them, or as we're looking right now, because I'm actually speculating that they might until January 15 decides to, after January 15 decides to re-ban them. And that would just make it a bit sad. That sounds like they're getting paid from Wizards of the Coast to unban these cards. But that is just normal speculation and conspiracy thinking, right? Anyways, so great idea, and maybe a necessary one, and they're going to need to clean this up a lot. But overall, there's a lot of actually silver border cards that I need to actually start looking into to see if I want to add them in. First of all, I'm never going to buy a single silver border card until after January 15. I want to see if anything gets banned or so, and so on. Because I don't want to get a silver border card that's just going to get banned soon, within 2 months or so. But I think Jack in the Mox, if they continue doing this, Jack in the Mox will probably not get banned, and I think Jack in the Mox is a pretty damn good card actually. And what about Spikes? So I think Spikes should get banned. I'm never going to build Spike because Spike should be banned, and Spike is definitely the strongest commander in the entire format, because Spike just wins turn 1. I might get Spike and like put it in a wall or inside like a frame on something, but no, I will never build Spike. I might make a deck take about her, but I don't know. That's it. Anyway, it's gonna be an interesting year, and it's gonna be an interesting future about EDH from this point. And we'll see what it goes, and see where it leads. Alright, take care.